Welcome, welcome to everyone around the world, to all my subscribers. Got another different style of presentation for my video here today, showing another clip. It's better that actually, instead of me talking about it, better proof that I'm not making it up. Here we go. So I got the clip. This is a real UN meeting, and this gentleman here is named Jean-Claude. Can't remember his last name. I got the other page up right now. I verified he's a real person. He's a real big politician. Been in different countries, Luxembourg, this and that there. He's a parliamentarian. He's a member of the European Council, this and that there. So he's a real person. This is not fake. It's not staged. And after talking about Britain and Brexit for a while, he's just suddenly flipped over into talking about aliens watching the Earth. And it's very, very shocking. I thought it was, surely this has got to be a hoax. It's not real. He didn't say that. But, I know a little bit of French, and this is an unbiased closed caption that YouTube provides, and he quite clearly is saying what people claim. So it's quite amazing. And I also found out that he stepped down from all his positions not long after this. He's down now. He doesn't do it anymore. So it's very, very interesting. Maybe this is something he just wanted to get off his chest before he stepped down from all his duties. Without further ado, here's the clip, and hopefully the angle is fine for the image and stuff looks all right. And yeah, it looks like you can read the text. So here it is. It's only like a minute long, but listen to what he has to say, or read what he has to say, because it's in French.
Le vote britannique a coupé de certaines de nos nombreuses ailes. Et nous continuons à voler. Nous n'allons pas arrêter notre vol vers l'avenir. Les horizons nous attendent et nous volons vers les horizons qui sont ceux de l'Europe et de la planète entière. Il faut savoir que ceux qui nous observent de loin sont inquiets. J'ai vu et entendu et écouté plusieurs des dirigeants d'autres planètes qui sont très inquiets parce qu'ils s'interrogent sur la voie que l'Union européenne va suivre. Et donc il faut rassurer et les Européens et ceux qui nous observent de plus loin. Le vol continu, c'est pas un vol vers l'aventure intégrale, c'est un vol vers un objectif prédéterminé par les traités et par la volonté de nombreux Européens.
So before that starts playing here, let's mute that. Let's go back and read what he said. He just blurted it out there. Hold up. Thanks a lot, YouTube. So let's go and let's just backtrack. So let's stop and let's see what he actually said, in case anybody missed it. Oh, hold on. Let me go back to English. Okay. Starts around here. He says, we keep flying. We are not going to stop our flight. Nothing alien yet, to the future horizons that await us. And we fly to the horizons. Sorry, it's going too fast. Hold on. The future, hold on. He says the future, the horizons await us. And we fly to the horizons, which are those of Europe and the entire planet. You should know that those of Europe, you should know that those who observe from afar are worried. I saw and heard and listened to many of rulers of other planets. They are very worried because Wonder about the path that the European Union will pursue. That's all he mentions, but he's talking about Brexit, and then he slips in the conversation about we're looking forward to future horizons, and then that's when he throws it in that there's other ones that observe us. And what were his exact words? He said right here, he says, so he brings in our entire planet into the conversation, right? So he talks about future horizons, then he says the entire planet. You should know that those who observe us from afar are worried, right? This is like the watchers who watch over the earth. And I've talked about this in my recent videos that these are angels, right? Celestial angels. And it says, I saw and heard and listened. He says, I saw and I heard and I listened to many rulers of other planets, and they are very worried. I mean, this is astonishing. Everybody else back here is stone-faced. It's like they already know this stuff. I mean, surely he's not going to come out. He did one of two things. Either he slipped, he wanted to blurt this out, before he stepped down and this and that there, and just get it out there, or it's something that they all already know, and he blurted it out, at a time when it's normally not spoken about. You see what I mean? One of the two, and I think because of how stone-faced everybody was, that they already know all this stuff. I mean, in the inner circles, people who know things, we all know that, yeah, the politicians and the head of military and governments, they know about the extraterrestrials and blah, blah, blah. They know about that. They're in communication with them and so forth. I mean, we already know that, but seeing something like this just confirms it. So he saw and heard, and whatever else it was met with. It said, I saw and heard and listened to many of the rulers of other planets, and they are very worried. That's just very strange. You know what I mean? It's very, very interesting food for thought. And this speech, I think, I didn't super verify it, but the speech, I believe, is from 2016. So not that long ago, right? So anyways, folks, I don't have a lot of time to keep yakking for tonight. So that brings it to a close. But very interesting things to think about. And also consider that in around the same time, in the last year or two, the U.S. government declassified UFOs and said that they're real, right? So, and they gave us footage to look at, some of the best footage I've ever seen, in terms of UFOs doing bizarre things, unexplainable things. So one day we're going to get a full disclosure. I had a video up the other day where I was playing, he's an ex-NASA pilot who used to assist astronauts back in the 60s when they did the Apollo missions. I can't remember his name offhand. And he said himself, this is just one man claiming it, but he's a man of credible background, right? I mean, he worked there, he was doing all those things, and he said that he knows a bit more than other people do, right? When you know a bit more, usually you're not allowed, especially in positions of politics or positions like the military or NASA and stuff, right? Most of the staff know stuff, but they're not really allowed to leak a good portion of it out. They might be allowed to let out, say, 33%, but not the other more important stuff. So without him saying too much, he says, yeah, everybody who's in, talking, and we all know disclosure is coming, and it's probably going to come by November this year, 2020. He just fully believes that it's going to come by November this year. He says we already had the partial disclosure, but full disclosure, right? So it's probably going to come very, very soon. I already believe it. I've seen UFOs. I have pictures of them, so I know they're real. But it's just a whole different impact when you get to hear it on the news. You know what I mean? A full disclosure. I mean, they already said, but this is how duped everybody's been. They've already gave us disclosure. They said UFOs are real. I mean, for like 60, 70 years, they denied it. And they finally said it's real. And everybody just acts like nothing happened. You know what I mean? How much more disclosure do you need? I mean, what else are we going to hear next time? We're probably going to hear the full deal, how there's other races out there. They monitor us and this and that there. They have hierarchies and this and that there. So very, very interesting stuff. But anyways, folks, that's enough for me tonight. Digest this when you stop and do your thoughts and meditations and when you go to sleep tonight. how this could impact everybody, right? I think in a good way. Knowledge is always good. But anyways, take care for now, folks.